Thanks for registering to take part in this year's annual street collection. This appeal carries great importance for us as it's the only time SAFE approaches the public for funds directly on the streets. Appeal funds play a vital role in SAFE's national fundraising program. Money raised enables us to provide information, support and professional services to the community to assist us in the implementation of humane education programs and to help fund our campaigns against animal cruelty. In New Zealand, over 100 million animals live in appalling and unnatural conditions inside factory farms, laboratories and captive facilities, including zoos and circuses, where they remain tormented and abused. SAFE is the organisation that exposes their conditions to the public in an effort to stop this abuse. As one of the leading humane animal advocacy organisations, both nationally and globally, it is imperative that SAFE is able to continue to fight animal mistreatment and abuse. This cannot happen without funding. People you approach for a donation may not be familiar with SAFE. They will want to know what SAFE stands for and where their money will go. These are important questions you'll need to know the answers to so people feel comfortable about making a donation. SAFE is a national organisation with over 70 years involvement in the ethical treatment of animals. SAFE is New Zealand's most proactive, high-profile animal advocacy organisation dedicated to exposing animal abuse. SAFE's successes in recent years include the rescue and rehabilitation of 2 circus chimps from a circus to an African wildlife sanctuary, creating New Zealand's first caring consumer shopping guide, the increased availability of cruelty-free products and company information, lobbying for improved animal welfare legislation, the creation of humane education programs launched into schools, and mounting the largest campaign against battery hen farming in New Zealand history. SAFE's point of difference from other New Zealand animal welfare organisations is that it's committed to advocating compassion and respect towards all animals.
In Canterbury, shooters had to contend with settled weather and a determined group of animal rights protesters.
SAFE also has a long-standing history as being one of the most effective and robust campaigning organisations, one willing to stick up for every animal. With public support, SAFE is able to defend against animal cruelty and abuse, promote positive values and respect towards all life, offer professional humane advisory information, provide support and guidance to members, and research and advocate humane legislation. Since 1999, the week before Christmas has been SAFE's official week to collect funds from the public. Being the week before Christmas, shoppers are typically in the festive spirit of giving. So what better time to ask for donations from the public to help support animals? SAFE's Appeal Week is registered with the National Fundraising Institute of New Zealand, so SAFE has approval from councils to collect during this time. SAFE endeavours to run the appeal efficiently and professionally. If you're not in Auckland or Christchurch, it's likely the person coordinating in your area is a volunteer, so please take this into account when you are in contact. People will want to feel good about making a donation and need to know it's going to be used for its intended purpose. They need to feel they can trust SAFE and, more importantly, they can trust you. As a collector, you will be supplied with gear that clearly identifies you as an official SAFE collector. This includes an official collector ID badge, a collection bucket, a box of stickers to be given to each person donating, and a collector's vest. When collecting, it's vital you make eye contact and smile before you ask them to make a donation. Speak directly to the person in a clear and concise manner that allows them to instantly understand your request. The trick to maximise the amount of donations you raise is getting noticed by passers-by. That's why we encourage our collectors to wear an animal costume or headgear such as antlers, horns or even koala ears. Yes, we know you're thinking, I'm going to feel really stupid. Well, you probably will, but you won't be alone, so enjoy the moment. Hi. Thank you. You'll soon realise the more foolish you feel, the more funds you will make and the more fun you will have. This job is about making the most out of it and getting people to smile. Just remember, humour works extremely well. If you can make someone smile, you'll be getting them reaching for their wallet too. When collecting, you represent SAFE, so it's important to remain polite, courteous and considerate. Here are some important tips you need to know. Under no circumstances should you open or attempt to unseal the bucket, even to give change. Don't block shop or business entrances or passers-by. Refrain from leaning up against a wall or lamppost, sitting down or slouching. Please don't smoke and refrain from eating when collecting. When in pairs, avoid standing beside each other. Keep a short distance from one another to widen your audience. Avoid wearing sunglasses if you can help it. Eye contact makes your request more personal. Remain within your assigned areas unless it's exceptionally quiet or you're reassigned. And return your collection bucket immediately after collecting. These suggestions will help you be more successful in collecting. Remain positive and polite, and if you feel tired, just take a break. Remember not to take the no's personally, and don't get angry when they happen, because they will. It is imperative that you're active, interactive and engaging with passers-by. Avoid lengthy conversations or discussions with people. Remain cheerful, smiley and energetic. Ask as many people as possible if they can donate for animals. If a few people say no, take a moment for that group of people to pass before asking again. Try to establish eye contact with people and ask if they would like to make a donation. Hold the bucket out in front of you with the label facing outwards. Speak clearly and confidently when asking for a donation. Here's what some of our best collectors from last year had to say about what worked for them.
When I first got out into the street wearing my little cat outfit, at first I felt a little self-conscious, but in a way the cat outfit helped me put on my persona of being a collector, and I just got started from there.
I usually wear a costume. I've worn reindeer's antlers and I've been a chicken, which is a bit hot, but maybe if you're shy at all, maybe it helps to cover up in a costume. Hide behind your costume. It attracts people's attention, and children especially.
What worked for me was to loosen up, keep moving, have fun and enjoy meeting people.
I found that when I was out in the street collecting, if one person said no, I would find the people around them would follow that person's lead, and they would also not give. So I let those people pass by and focused on the next person that was coming along.
When I'm actually on the street collecting, I don't just sit there or just stand there. I don't wait for people to come up to me because, well, you won't collect much that way. I've got a cheery smile, and I shake the bucket, they can see me, and I try and catch people's eyes, and generally you get a cheery response. You can easily talk to people, say something simple like, would you like to donate to help animals?
I was quite successful last year collecting, and I think that was mainly due to Misty here. People are attracted to the dog, and once they're there they like to give you money, so I think if you've got a calm dog that's friendly with people, it's probably a good idea to bring them along because you'll be more successful.
I always enjoy it. It's always a good day and you meet lots of really nice people. I always come home feeling really good after I've done it.
Remember when you're out there to keep smiling, keep focused, and remember the great job you're doing for SAFE and the animals.
Please ensure you wear comfortable shoes and suitable clothing for the weather. We also recommend you bring shorts or a pair of tights, as these may be needed for some costumes. For sunny days, we strongly advise you wear sunblock. So by now you should be feeling much more confident about collecting and have picked up some tips to help improve the amount you'll be earning for SAFE. For those of you who haven't collected before, this is usually a really fun day out on the streets to make a difference for animals suffering in New Zealand.